First off, just opened it. DM, cork. DM! No TCA. Love these guys. Forward thinking, progressive. Bless your hearts. Onto the wine. Today we are in South Africa. This is another area of the wine world which 99% of you give like a rat's about. Rats. That's another South African wine. It's a joke, but insider joke. Like you'll get it. Well, look it up. You'll get it. Anyway, South African wine is pretty amazing. Well, some of them are pretty amazing now. And our job as merchants is to show you the best wines for the money on the planet. We don't give a rat's as to where it comes from. We are interested in selling you the greatest wines for the money on the planet. You guys fight us on this relentlessly, over and over again. No. Oh no, I had one of those once, it's sour. Oh no, Stop it. The world's a big place. There's a ton of great wine out there. I need you all to grow up, be adults, and start drinking wines from other parts of the world immediately, or we will discipline you. I can't do that. You'll just stop buying from me, and then I'll fall into a destitute life and start selling pencils. And hopefully I'm not putting my job in jeopardy with this wine, the Gabrielskloof Whole Bunch Syrah 2021. Bernard Hines, South African guy, wanted to get in the wine business, 2001. So he bought a canola farm, like canola oil. Isn't there enough canola oil in the world? Don't we need more Syrah? The answer is yes, we do. He replanted this canola farm and then in 2014 enlisted the services of Peter Allen Finlayson, who is a very famous name in South Africa. The Finlaysons are fabulously famous and considered one of the first families of winemaking in South Africa. And he got Peter Allen in to come in and help clean up shop and to do what he does, which is make great wine, which they do a series of ranges, right? And I think this was the let Peter have some fun range. And it turns out some of the best wines that the winery's producing are now being produced in this projects range where Peter just gets to have fun and these wonderful, wonderful wines emerge. In this case, the Gabrielskloof Syrah 2021 Whole Bunch. As Neil Martin says in his review, they don't pretend. Obvi, what this wine's all about. This is about whole bunch fermentation, which some of the most popular wines in the Rhone Valley have been produced using whole bunch fermentation. Not going to name names, but many famous wines that you've seen get big scores and are very treasured have some sort of whole bunch fermentation in the process. Peter knows this and has adapted that process to this particular wine and has created a monster. Not a monster big, but man, this wine gives the Northern Rhone a serious run for its money, which was the inspiration. Yeah, blind. Okay, blind tasting. Let's get it out there. It's very humbling. Everybody says they're, oh, I can kill it, I'll guess that, bull honky. You will not guess this wine in a blind tasting. Blind tasting, this is Croz's Hermitage. Top-notch producer. Excellent vintage, right? I'm not gonna say Hermitage, that's wanky. I'm not gonna go down that path and tell you that this wine is a $100 bottle of wine. It's not meant to taste like a $100 bottle of wine. What it's meant to taste like is a great $40 bottle of Northern Rhone Syrah. Does it? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, and then some. This wine freaks my stuff out. Shockingly French. This is a wine that guys, like the top guys in California that try and do this succeed at, right? Whether it's Pax, whether it's the Arnold Roberts crew, whether, these types of guys strive to make this wine and then charge 2 or 3 times the price that Gabrielskloof is charging. You know what I'm saying? Like, success, you did it. So you're gonna charge more than the guy you're trying to emulate? Fact of the matter is, these guys charge probably half the price of the wines that they're trying to emulate. That whole bunch fermentation creates that fantastic, not stemmy, that's the wrong word, but savory component in the wine while maintaining the brightness and urgency of this purple fruit character of the Syrah. The wine is not overly meaty, more peppery, with that spice character lingering on the palate. And that's why I say, like Saint Joseph, Côte Rôtie, these wines have a little more of that kind of sausage, meat, bacon thing going on. That's why this is more like Crozes. Crozes to me feels more like that peppery character that you get from the Northern Rhone, the white pepper, that they talk about so much in great Northern Rhone wines is here in spades, man. An absolutely glorious drink. That Neil Martin, he's a smart cookie, right? He kind of knows what he's doing. He's a bit stingy with the numbers, but when he chucks one out there, it means he's like completely down with the wine. And I see this, just like the wines he reviews from like Leesmore and Porcelenberg and some of these other iconic South African producers. The point is, he knows, he's really good at what he does. There are a group of wineries in South Africa working at the highest level right now. And to ignore them is at your own peril, at your own wine drinking peril. Because there's some really phenomenal wine coming out of South Africa right now. Case in point, the 93-point Neil Martin, he gives that score to like top Saint-Emilion Grand Crus. Gabrielskloof, Syrah, whole bunch. I think this wine hits the shelf around like 22 bucks. Are you kidding me? If you're a Syrah fan or just a red wine fan or just curious about South Africa, please get curious. This is a inviting, delicious, wonderful intro to the upper tier of South African producers. What a wine. Cheers.